In better times, the dam on farmer Kevin Tung's property is 3 yards deep with water. It's now been empty for 3 months. The worst drought in living memory is sweeping through Australia's east, the country's main food bowl, decimating wheat and barley crops and leaving grazing land parched. Sponsored Tung, his wife and 2 sons hand-feed their 300 breeding cows and 1,300 sheep with grain and fodder bought and transported from other parts of the country as drought-hit local supplies run out. It's been a huge financial effect on everyone. Not just buying hay and things like that, but you know, we've got no winter crop and that's probably a third of our income that we won't have, Tung told Reuters on his farm near the town of Tamworth, about 300 kilometers 188 miles inland from Sydney in the eastern state of New South Wales, NSW. Forecasters have dramatically cut anticipated wheat yields for the country's most important crop 3 months before the harvest. Glencore Agriculture has forecast a wheat crop in NSW of just 2.4 million tons, less than a third of the average annual yield of 7.4 million tons. Tung said the despair in the farming community was palpable. When you have some strange women come up crying on your shoulder, saying, "I can't find hay, I can't find grain, what am I going to do? I'm just not in a position to say I can help you, but yeah, it is very hard." The East Coast has received some recent sporadic rain, though it has not been enough to save crops. A sustained break of the Big Dry is required to enable grazing to resume. NSW is the country's most populous state and produces a quarter of Australia's agriculture by value. The state government has officially declared a drought. On Tayanji, northeast of Tamworth, Richard Ogilvie said he had lost in excess of $40,000, $29,264 in income on his Hereford cattle station as grazing pastures turned to dust and feed costs soared. This will lead to a loss of about $200,000, $146,320 longer term due to the reduction in breeding cattle, he said. Many farmers, including Ogilvie, have been forced to shoot starving cattle, which he said was putting a big strain on the family. The ongoing thing is not to dwell and get down too much with the ongoing days of dragging cattle out of dams and shooting the ones that can't get up, he said. Australia's federal government and the NSW state government have pledged several billions dollars in aid for drought-afflicted farmers. Australia recorded its 5th driest July on record last month. For NSW, the January to July period was the driest since 1965 and marked 7 consecutive months of below-average rainfall for the state. $1 equals 1.3669 Australian dollars, reporting by Jill Grallow in Tamworth, editing by Jonathan Barrett and Neil Fullick.